Good listening and active constructive responding. Both of them are great tools. Good listening is just that. It's good listening. It's being attentive. It's listening to what they're telling you and making them feel like you are listening to them.
As a good listener, the troops will come to you. That will allow you the opportunity to provide an adequate response to them.
You maybe think you know what they're thinking, but oftentimes you'll discover that you had no idea what they were thinking.
Seriously take in the words that they're giving back to you. Don't sit there and be thinking about your grocery list. Listen to the words that are coming out of their mouth, take it in, and then form it in your own mind.
I have to disengage from the computer and I have to engage with them. And I said, I fold my hands like this and I'm listening now. So that I listen with both ears and I listen to eyes and I make eye contact.
By listening to them and stopping might help the next situation where they're going to come to you and say, hey, I'm thinking about drinking too much, or I'm doing drugs, or I'm thinking about hurting myself. If you don't listen for the little things, you maybe would never hear the big thing.
I try to see the world through their eyes, to see how their perspective might change things, instead of only seeing it from my point of view.
If you can actually sit there and just let somebody put off whatever they need to off their chest and just kind of head nod and say yes and give them the feedback that they know that you're listening or paying attention more than anything, then it actually helps them open up, I think, more. And if you're listening hard, you can hear what their issues are. You're not trying to solve the problem for them, but maybe you can just be there to support them.
They're coming to you with a situation that means something to them, you know, and you want to make sure that you convey that interest.
That not only were you looking like you were paying attention, that you were actually paying attention by providing some feedback or clarification as to what the person said.
I need to show them that I care what they're going through. And it's not enough to just know that I care, that I know that I care. They also need to know that I care. They need to see that in my body language. They need to know that I actually hear what they're saying.
Don't interrupt means that you are allowing the person to continue to talk until they make their point. A lot of times people feel like they have to respond and say something, but actually the person is just wanting you to listen. So don't interrupt may be difficult, but it's very important.
Sometimes I fail to let whoever is speaking to me finish what they're saying. I give my opinion before I'm even done listening. That's something that I'm working on.
But allow them to say whatever they need to say before you ever offer another piece to it, because they may just want to be heard.
You should encourage the person to say more, just to make sure that they have said all that they need to say in order to sort out whatever issue they're going through, whether it's between you and that person or another issue.
If you use closed-off questions that are yes or no, then you're not getting anywhere in the conversation. But if you give them a little bit of what they're feeding you back, then you can expand on it.
It just provides them the opportunity to make sure that they have said all that they needed to say and that there isn't anything that is missing.
Benefit long-term is that we have a stronger group. People feel heard, they feel like they're important, they feel like they're a part of the group and not shut out. And now you have a stronger connection.